Factory Damages.
Welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Damages. We are coming to you from the greatest city in the world, New York City. New York is so great that a Senegalese man wants to call a witch doctor to testify for him in court. The man slashed the throat of his girlfriend and claimed it was a witch spell that made him do it.
Wow.
These African immigrants. They never pay attention to instructions. The first advice you are given as soon as you land in New York is this.
I'm beginning to suspect that these are the people that have stolen our luggage.
What makes you think that?
Blinged out little kid on a skateboard.
Yo, you want to buy some toothbrushes, man? This is some real fly personal hygiene equipment I got here, man. And I got a hell of a hairdryer over here, too. Check it out.
Thief! Stop! Thief! Come back, thief! Simmy, let him go. But those things belong to us. Yeah, we're well rid of those material things. Let them wear our princely robes.
Princely
New
robes.
York now. Let us dress as New Yorkers.
Oh, God. Yeah, there we go.
Let them wear our princely robes. We are in New York now. Let us dress like New Yorkers.
Coming to America.
Yeah, so when in New York, do like New Yorkers. Don't slash the throat of your girlfriend with a knife. Use what New Yorkers use, guns.
Guns.
And when you are caught, say the same thing that everybody is saying. Guns don't kill people. People do. Yeah. Forget about crazy Africans. I know what you guys want to hear about. How the US presidential election is going.
Yes, so.
Well, we now know why President Obama performed poorly in last week's presidential debate.
Tell me about it.
Obama told reporters that he had a bad day. A bad day is when you get into your car parked somewhere on the hill and let it roll down a little bit and you try to jumpstart it and it failed. That is a bad day. Now, if Obama had a bad day, how did Vice President Joe Biden, to whom every day is a bad day, do in his debate with Paul Ryan? Let's just say that Biden nailed Ryan. Biden was so good that some Democrats are now demanding that Obama should step down and be Biden's running mate.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's serious. I don't know about you, but when Obama reduced the campaign to a fight to save the big bird, Biden, the original basket mouth, is looking like a better prospect. Meanwhile, Mitt Romney is up in the polls. He's leading Obama by at least 4 points.
Wow.
That means if the election is held today and Maurice Iwu is not in charge of counting the votes, Romney will win. That possibility is making Mitt Romney to sweat. Watch.
And then his cheek, and by the time he got to Mitt's chin, the governor was fending off the offending arm.
What a smile. Some Democrats are beginning to say if Romney wins, they will move to Canada.
What?
I'm sure they will be at home in Canada. With that country's socialized medicine and everyone in Canada dependent on the government, they will feel at home. For me, if Romney wins, I will join the Mormons.
What?
And I won't be alone. My brother is already a member. Watch.
My name is Nnamdi Okonkwo. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm an artist, I love life. I love the rain. I love it, man. And I'm a Mormon.
Yeah. Thank God for America. The stories from Nigeria were not funny this week. There were too many killings, too much quarrel, too much of name callings, too much fight, aloe on aloe, even the social media forgot about President Jonathan for the first time and turned against himself. It was over the new book Chinua Achebe wrote and the rapid response from Obafemi Awolowo, the one he fired from his grave. It wasn't pretty. Blood was dripping on keyboards, gushing from USB ports, and flooding computer monitors. But on Thursday, there was a pause in the fight. Very early in the morning, Professor Chinua Achebe got a phone call. The voice on the phone said, "Congratulations, you are the winner of this year's Nobel Prize for Literature." Achebe was skeptical because the caller had a Ijebu accent. He told the caller, hold on, let me check on CNN. And the caller said, psych, this is Obafemi Awolowo calling from the grave. Now, that is not how to treat an old man.
Which one of them?
At 7 a.m. on Monday morning, President Jonathan did something that has never been done in Nigeria.
What?
He asked Nigerians to put away their akara and akamu breakfast. He then halted traffic on every road in Nigeria. He yanked off the Lipton tea advertisement on TV. He ordered all newspapers to stop the press. Even kidnappers and Boko Haram fighters glued to their TVs. Nigerians anticipated a major announcement. But guess what? All that the president said was that his friends, Aliko, Dollars, Dangote, and Mike Pounds Adenuga, have agreed to join a new committee that is charged with flooding the flooded areas of Nigeria with petrodollars. In the speech, the president spent 10 minutes explaining why Dangote was the right man for the job. He said because Dangote flooded Nigeria with cement, juice, and sugar, he will flood the flooded areas with pound sterling, Dutch mark, and dollars and cents. Most Nigerians were disappointed that their morning routine was interrupted for that silly speech about another committee formed by the president. But I took my time to go through the speech. I found, for instance, that President Jonathan also used the speech to ask Nigerians who have been sending him BlackBerry messages, how did you get my PIN? Now, here are the top 10 important announcements that impatient Nigerians missed in the president's speech. Number 10, the president outlined what should be done to the Oshodi market woman who was caught wrapping akara with the originals of his PhD thesis. Number 9, he announced how many presidential jets will be going to Germany to bring back our First Lady. Number 8, President Jonathan named the place where Bakassi people are expected to return their Nigerian passports. Number 7, he informed Nigerians how much in millions it cost each state to dry clean the pants of governors who entered floodwaters for photo ops. Number 6, Jonathan released the names of those shortlisted for the Dangote Graduate Driver Initiative. Number 5, he told police authorities how to identify robbery suspects trying to join the police. Number 4, in a sad note, President Jonathan stated the day Nigerian oil will finish.
Really?
Yeah. Number 3, in a speech, he explained why thunder and lightning struck Olusegun Obasanjo in Venezuela, where he was monitoring presidential election. Number 2, in a major health initiative, Jonathan listed the names of Nigerian HIV and AIDS patients selected to go to Gambia for treatment, personally administered by the president of that country. And the number one thing hidden in that speech was that the president told Nigerians how to vote for him for the 2012 Nobel Peace Prize in recognition of the work he did in ending the Boko Haram conflict.
He did?
Oh yeah, he did. Also this week, the hardest working president in the world, Goodluck Jonathan, presented the 2013 budget. It was delivered on time. The only changes made from last year's budget were just 2. 1, to avoid food poisoning, the present food budget was increased by 100 million naira. Now it is a cool 1 billion naira for 2013. The other thing that changed is that the president has banned the importation of rice. To offset the pain Nigerians will feel over the ban, you can now import as many bleaching creams as you want. Bleaching? Oh yeah. In pastor's news, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, has asked his church members not to marry non-members. Oh yeah. His reason is simple. Adam, a Redeemed Church member, married Eve, a Deeper Life member, and we all know how that marriage ended. Yeah, you know, you don't hear such a crappy thing from Prophet T.B. Joshua. When he heard what Adeboye said, this is his reaction. Watch.
A love letter. Wadada, wadada, love letter. Wadada, wadada, hey.
It's time for your emails. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Our first email is from Jaffa Gali. He wrote from an undisclosed location. He said, Dr. Damages, I'm a regular viewer of your show. Do you think you can come to Nigeria, your fatherland, without getting arrested? Wow. Jaffa, I get this question every time in different versions. And I ask myself, how will I know? Let me ask people who do this kind of job that I do. You know, people who really make fun of presidents and politicians. So I said, I called Jay Leno. Jay, so what do you think?
I don't think so.
Well, the next, let me talk to David Letterman. Dave, what do you think?
No.
Well, just to make sure that I'm right. Arsenio Hall, Arsenio, what do you think?
That's real stupid. It's real stupid. Why don't you go over to the Johnny Carson show and ask him that question? It's a stupid, stupid question.
Our second email is from Akinyemi Josko in New Jersey. And he wrote, I appreciate your show all the time. Help us get the images of dead Nigerian leaders off our currencies. They never agreed when they were alive. And now in death, they drag the value of the naira down the drain. Josko, I think you have a point there. I'm wondering whether you are an ally of Lamido Sanusi, the central bank governor, who you want to print new currencies. But let me just believe you. Maybe these people fight in our wallets and pockets when we mix the naira notes together. I will talk to President Jonathan next time he makes one of his early morning speeches. He will announce a new law that will require all Nigerians to always separate Zik from Awo from Abubakar, Abubakar from Obasanjo, and Obasanjo from Fela. Shobo? Our third email is from Afiz. He said, Dear Dr. Damages, what do you think about President Jonathan's Independence Day speech? He said that Nigerians are very resilient. For me, resilience means stupidity. Mumu, zombie. Afiz, I'm sorry to break this news to you. You are using a very bad dictionary. Look at its cover and you will see what it means. In fact, I have a copy of the dictionary you have there. It's called the Devil's Dictionary. In real dictionary, resilience does not mean stupidity, mumu, or zombie. Ask yourself this question. If resilience means stupidity, mumu, and zombie, why then did your dictionary illustrate it with the picture of President Jonathan? Think about it. Why would they illustrate zombie, mumu, stupidity with a picture of Jonathan? That's the time we have for emails. If you have any comments or questions, send an email to me at drdamages@gmail.com.
If you live in the New York Tri-City area, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, or plan to visit New York City and would like to be in the studio audience at the shooting of Dr. Damages, email your name, address, and phone number to Dr. Damages Show at drdamages@gmail.com. Shootings are done in our New York City studio on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Seats are limited, so it is given out on a first-come basis. As it is tradition with all talk shows, we leave something under our audience members' chairs. It may not be car keys, but definitely something that makes your mouth open.
That's our show for today. Until next week, I am Dr. Damages. I diagnose.
You heal yourself.
Thank you.